So you went from being the 15-0 boogeyman of the welterweight division, the Bonfim Bros, to a lot of steam taken off by Nicholas Dalby. And a lot of people are saying Ange Loosa is the guy who could repeat the Nick Dalby game plan, because that game plan was very effectively take Bonfim's best shots for about 5 minutes, maybe four minutes or so, right? And then just turn on the pressure, turn on the gas, right? And see, hey, can you handle the heat? Can you sit here and can you cook while I'm putting this pressure on you? The answer to that, inevitably, AJ, was absolutely not. Dalby finished him in pretty impressive fashion. But Ange Loosa, a little bit of a character, right? And I think that it's important that we jump into, it's not a news and notes, but it's kind of a news and notes. This was following the Brian Battle Ange Loosa fight. Context, there was an eye poke. Ange Loosa could no longer fight. Right? He was ineligible to fight. He said, I can't do it. Brian Battle's a little bit upset. Changing barbs. So real quick pause, right? This is Ange Loosa, who minutes earlier was like, I can't fight. My eyeball, it's a wrap, bro. What do you want me to do? And now eyeballs both open, pointing at him, death threats like, yo, I'm going to, we can't even say it. Don't even say it, AJ, so we don't get demonetized or whatever the case may be, right? So our video doesn't get pulled, but... And then he gives him the interview after. So this, look, that eyeball looking real open. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? But now that's the essence of the clip right there. You have to understand that was the last fight that took place for Ange Loosa, right? No contest is what it was ruled. He's fighting another guy who's got a chip on his shoulder, given that he just got knocked out. It was the undefeated fighter, so it's going to be a make or break. So we got two fighters who seem a little mentally not in the greatest place and looking to get one back. Now, when you've got double chip shoulders right here fighting each other right there, what is the key to victory? What's the essence that you got to look for to get an edge? Is it taking a look at the odds and saying, oh, this guy who just got knocked out is a minus 430 favorite over me? Are you kidding me? What do you think here, AJ?
I honestly, Derek, I think you stay or you don't look at those odds if you're looking to place a bet right here, because as much as Bonfim is the favorite, I do think there's a lot of hype, a lot of attention that's going towards Bonfim. We've seen the media and the system that is the UFC really push those narratives we're going for. And don't get me wrong, Bonfim's an absolute star, but we've seen what happens when the star is not able to perform the way he does. So for either of these fighters, the best way for them to be able to get a victory or dominate or actually get back to where they need to be, right, with chipless shoulders over here, is to perform at their best, specifically for how they do it, right? Bonfim needs to take off at the beginning, put it to Ange Loosa, get the fight going, get it done, get it out of here. Ange Loosa needs to stick to that same aspect we were saying before. Be durable, bank on yourself, and then put the power on him after that. Let Bonfim crumble under the weight he can't support after those 5 minutes, and then get to work. Either way, I mean, it's going to be hard because it's going to be that we said it all the time, right? The fighter that's in the flow state, I really think that's going to be the fighter that wins this night. Either way, they both have options to do it. It's just who's going to be the one that actually does.
I think that was a super fair assessment through and through of what this matchup is going to look like right here. I don't really have much to add. So what I would like to just inform you, if you didn't know already, these are the opening odds. Of course, you look at the current odd right now. We are looking at minus 340 for Bonfim, plus 260 for Ange Loosa. So it's pretty similar, man. It's heavily favored for Bonfim. The question becomes this: what do we think about minus 110 submission prop for Bonfim? Loosa's going to try to wrestle. We know this. Bonfim's probably a better wrestler if I had to estimate. I just think he has a worse gas tank. Where does that submission come into play? Do we see the Guillen special from Bonfim?
That was exactly what I was thinking, Derek. The pressure gets putting on Ange Loosa to shoot something. We see a Guillen come out. I'm not certain that's going to happen. I'm thinking it's like a 3 out of 10 chance, right? 30% right here. I'm looking at the numbers. Ange Loosa in his last 10 fights hasn't been finished by submission. And a lot of his fights, I mean, I said it before, it hasn't had a non-decision fight since 2016. So Ange Loosa is very, very hard to put away.
Is this a dog or pass fight?
Kind of, Derek. I mean, the hard part though is we just saw Bonfim lose a fight, so he can lose. He's beatable, and yeah. Arguably Loosa has the style and the technique and everything to beat him. So I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I don't think Ange Loosa is Nick Dalby, so I'm gonna go Bonfim here, just because I respect Nick Dalby to just a different level than I think a lot of people do. Just from I've been wrong about him so many times, like he's proven me wrong. Ange Loosa has not done so yet, and with the antics that we just broke down that we saw clearly, and listen, all respect to the fighters, but when there's a path out and you take the path out and then like you're ready to fight right after you already took that path out, I'm going with the guy who hasn't shown me that yet. But then again, Bonfim crumbled under the pressure too. I don't know. It's a tough one. Stay away from this one for me, folks, but we have to give a pick here given we're running a competition. Bonfim, that's the play right here. He's the heavy favorite. And again, folks, I would stay away from this one, so I'm not going to dive into any of the other props or anything like that, but take that for what it's worth.